Hey guys, hope you're doing well. I'm super excited about this, y'all. I'm really pumped up. I had a pretty long day of classes, and so I figured what better way to chill than to have a nice little stream of some airport CEO. I'm sorry if the sound on that intro was a little loud. I don't know why. It's been normally it's been pretty well, but like balanced, but that seemed a little loud. So we're gonna go ahead and start a new airport, and today we are building a an airport for the Queen, but not the Queen you're thinking of. We're not talking about the Queen of England. We're talking about the Queen of the Skies, the Boeing 747. We'll go with this. First name Pinto, last name Space, and we're gonna be building it in what I believe is probably the home, or at least the current home, of both queens. We're going to London. More specifically, London Heathrow. Now, I'm going to turn down the music just a little bit. 1 second. Okay, let me know if it's a little too loud. So Heathrow is actually somewhere around here. But actually, that counts as London, so never mind. I just thought we were going to have to place it down. Actually, I think Heathrow's right about there. So, we're going to go airport name, London Heathrow. International, we're going to abbreviate international. Airport code's LHR. Let's see if we can get something, definitely not, nope. Actually, I kind of like that. Now, we're going to do sandbox today, so our goal is we're going to try and build the, what up? Music's a little loud? Let me fix that. I'm sorry about that. Hey, Raptor, thanks for stopping by. We're going to build the most optimal airport we can possibly build, or at least I can possibly build. But we're going to put a challenge on this. So we do have unlimited money, but I don't think it's fun if we go straight to, you know, just building a giant airport. So we're going to work our way up. We're going to build this realistically. I'm going to go ahead and unlock all the land because I feel like that that just gives a little more freedom. What up, Riley? And Stump, dude, welcome to the stream. So we're going to start off with a very small airport. Shout out to the in-game music. This is pretty fire. I mean, not super fire, but for in-game music, I like it. It's pretty chill. We're going to get a nice little basic terminal, and we're going to go with some nice small stands. Now, we don't have access to a lot of stuff, so we're going to build up. I like the challenge of having to... Oh, darn. Well, we're not going to be able to make that fit, and that's going to be the challenge of this. We have unlimited money, but we're going to try and play this in a more semi-realistic way and build up from a tiny little... you know, regional airport to London Heathrow, which I think it's so the third busiest. It's in the top 10. I know it's in the top 3 for large stands with jetways on one side, medium on the other should allow you to use 2 levels. That is actually a great idea, and that's what I'm thinking about. We're also going to utilize here we go, offer contracts. Let's see. Go ahead and pause for a second. Hope the music's a little more balanced now. That gives us 74. 74 at $8.02 an hour. Not great, but 74 is what we need. So London Heathrow, I think, is top 3 for Europe, top 10 for the whole world, and I know it is considered to be the world's busiest 2-runway airport, and so that's going to be the other challenge. We're going to be allotted 2 runways. And we have to maximize that. So that's going to create a massive challenge in this game. Real life, London, you'll see a lot of aircraft. The reason the 747 is still so popular with British Airways is because with their hub, London being so restricted when it comes to slots, which a slot is an airline gets a slot, which one slot equals 1 takeoff or 1 landing. So a slot pair is 1 landing slot, 1 takeoff slot. And at one point, an airline sold a pair of slots for $75 million. They're considered to be, it is considered to be the most powerful slots in the world because of how restricted it is. And there's been talk of a third runway, and I think the third runway has been talked about for about 10 years now. And oh, I forgot to deploy the contractors, and it just started going again, and I think it's been pushed off to 2028 is the earliest we'll see the third runway. The big issue is, we'll turn that silent, but the big issue is where it is, where London Heathrow is located. It's in the middle of a big, what's the word I'm looking for? A big business area, so acquiring land is a real issue. So we're gonna go ahead. Here's what, actually, we're gonna have some fun with this. I want to make this a challenge. We're gonna go ahead and place down our 2 runways, and we're gonna have to work from them. I'll allow myself kind of a little freedom when placing it. So let's see. Yikes! These large runways are always the hardest to place. I'm trying to keep in line with the other. We'll place it there, and here's what we're gonna do. Kind of a cheat way to figure out if they're lined up is we'll place a fence right there. Ah, beautiful. Another interesting fact. Also, the Great King Boo, what's up, dude? How you doing? 7th busiest and first half of 2019, 7th busiest. Okay, which is still very impressive. If you've ever been to London, man, it's just, London Heathrow is a crazy big airport. Coolest thing ever is I've flown in on a United flight out of Chicago, which London is actually a it closes down for the night. Some airports in the world operate 24/7. We'll actually do this here. We'll go ahead and create a small ticketing area, and then we'll have security here. And so the airport doesn't actually begin accepting flights till the first allotted flight actually is a 5:55 a.m. flight on United from Chicago, and I've at least as far as I know with that. Don't quote me on that, however. It's really cool because I've landed and the airport's relatively dead. There's not a lot of aircraft movements, and you know, to wait around there for about, oh crap, I put the wrong thing here. Sorry, to wait around for about 3 hours to see the airport spool up, and just how it goes from one aircraft landing and moving to, I mean, no joke, maybe 30 taxiing and taking off and just maneuvering. It's amazing. I mean, the people that planned that airport out are, I mean, they're geniuses, and I don't think I'll be able to compare to them today, but we're still gonna have some fun with this. Okay, so I realized something. I made an oopsie. PewDiePie did an oopsie, and I did an oopsie. I used the wrong roads here. No biggie, thankfully we had limited money. What up, Dead Bike? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. Oh, so it kind of helps to have entrances. So the great thing about Airport CEO that they've done recently is we also have multi-floors, which will give us a lot of freedom. Some things I've considered to maximize space. We're definitely going to utilize underground for a underground car park. We could, I mean, that pretty much opens up a ton of area, as well as we'll have a lot of our roads be underground. So back to kind of just some fun facts about London Heathrow. I think they have 5 terminals. I know there is a Terminal 5, but they are just constantly under construction, and it's impressive. And that's kind of why I wanted to try something like this. You know, they build around what they have, if that makes sense. There's plenty of construction always going on, and so we're gonna try and see if we can do that. See if we can take what we have and continue building things up without. The key to this is, you're probably like, oh, no biggie. The key to this is we also, once we get larger, we have to build up without interrupting our current operations. We're gonna try and be realistic. We're not gonna unlock nighttime flights, which will help us in the long run because that'll give us a block of time where we can have construction. We can allocate for construction. But you know, during night we're not able to build too much. Now realistically, there's still gonna be a lot of building we can do without interrupting. Without you know, having to delete taxiways. I think. We're gonna do this, and it's raining. Let me know if that rain is a little loud. It can sometimes get kind of annoying. So we're gonna go ahead. Crap, boys. There's a reason I'm having to retake statistics in college, and it's because I couldn't count. No biggie though. We'll just do this. We'll delete that there, and we'll throw in a nice wall right there, there, and there. So I hope everybody's doing good today. Hope y'all are enjoying the new year. It's kind of crazy to think that it's a new decade. So something I like to do, we have multiple floor colors, so I like to color coordinate floor. And let's see. Here we go. So I like to use red for security, anything security, green for non-secure zones, and we'll go blue for secure zones. Oh crap, boys, I forgot to add something. I forgot to turn on our alerts, and we're gonna go ahead and give me 1 second, let me make a quick edit to our alerts. Sorry about this. Hate doing this in the middle, but it's better this way. Ooh, nope. There we go. There we go. That way it's out of the way so y'all don't have some of the important stuff blocked. Okay. So there we go. We have the runways built. So we're not, part of the challenge is these runways are not allowed to be changed. We're not allowed to add extra runways. As you can see, we have a lot of room in between them, which it's going to hurt us in the beginning because that means we have a lot of taxing we're going to have to do. So let's go ahead, and we're not going to build large yet. That's part of the fun, in my opinion, is we got to, I really want to do this as a, we need to upgrade as we go. Nope. That's, why is it, that's, oh, we actually have to use large. We'll still use, here's what we'll do. Trying to think how best I want to do this. Like, how best to do this. We can't really use that as an entrance. So we're going to be stuck using this. So we'll get that plop down there. That plop down there. We have to have these here for the runway to work. It's not gonna recognize if we have some there. However, if we click on it, we can see this is where small aircraft will take off from. So we will add in a you know what, okay, our best bet, this is I always hate this part, is trying to figure out. So we'll put that there, and I want to make these somewhat matching, so we're gonna, okay, here we go. Hopefully that's right. Boom, beautiful. And then we're gonna go kind of big with this next part. Go ahead and build us a taxiway all the way across here, and we're only gonna do 3 wide there, 3 wide up to there, and 3 wide down. Definitely not the most creative, you know, taxiway, but it's gonna work, and it's gonna be beautiful in the long run. Aaron Martinez, what up, dude? Hope you are doing well. Okay, now that we have that, oh, I forgot to add our nice blue carpet over here. So right now we're just gonna have 5 gates. Sorry, I just hit my mic. Now, one thing we will be doing is, in the future, we'll probably, well, I think what we'll also do is we'll build some general aviation stands over here. That's free profit. The downside is that does use up runway time, but with 5 gates, I don't think we're going to be using too much of our runway. Let's start furnishing the inside of this. Okay, desks. We need some check-in desks. We're not at the point where we're going to be using a baggage system. This is very basic. We don't need that many check-in desks. We just need enough for, there we go, as I fill up the entire area. But don't worry, we'll make it pretty. Okay. Darn it. I hate when it's just that. You know, here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna cheat. I got an idea, boys. I got a 300 IQ play. To make this pretty, we're gonna put some ferns behind it. You know, sometimes you gotta pretty up this game sometimes. There we go. And a little plant action's never bad. Now, the worst thing I did one time is I wasn't paying attention, and I placed a bunch of these, for like 30 of them, in a new terminal I built, and they were all facing the wrong direction. And that, oh, I was not a happy camper. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna need a car stop here and here and here. And oh my gosh, I forgot something, but don't worry, we have plenty of room over there. We'll put a car stop right here and here, and let's go ahead and taxi stop. We'll get a taxi stop right there. Perfect. And now we will get a couple bus stops. And we'll get some sidewalk action going here, because I'm not going to make them walk on grass. That's not cool. So this little parking or pickup drop-off area should keep us relatively taken care of, at least for time being. And I realized I made another oopsie, but it's a cosmetic oopsie. I normally like to have a sidewalk in between our terminal and our road, but that's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. It's more of a it's a personal thing. So here's the other thing we need to do. We just need to do this, and I need to do. Okay, we need a place for them to exit. I'm not gonna be one of those airports that as soon as you enter, you can never leave. At least not until I get to the point where I can start selling stuff. Maybe once I start selling stuff and selling food, I'll force them to stay. Okay, we're gonna only have one exit door for now to keep traffic flowing, and we'll get some seats. Oh, we also need a bathroom. Ooh, some of this stuff is new. Now, this is actually one thing I've never delved into is shops, and so that's something we'll get into as well. We're gonna go beautiful seating right over here. And now that we have that, we're gonna do a nice little copy paste. There we go. And we'll place some right there. Some right there. I don't need a lot, just enough to cover kind of all the general areas where we might have gates. There we go. We can fast forward time. So that's the downside of these big taxiways. That's going to eat up our construction for a little bit. But it's okay, because all this internal stuff is going to take a while. Or not take long, but be pretty speedy. Genius idea. Let's be honest, it's probably not a genius idea. Most of my ideas aren't genius. But thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated. And as I hit my mic again. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, I think I'm going to turn my mic down a little bit because I'm spiking into the yellow. There we go. So we're going at good speed right now. I forgot the most crucial part, the fence. Bring the fence there. Now what I'd love to be able to do is, a cool part of going to London is if you take off from, I think it's 7 left? It's 7 and 25, I think, of the runways, and I think it's either 7 left or 25 right. No, sorry, 7 left or 25 left. It is, you can actually see one of the Concords, which, if you don't know what that is, it's the, only, I wouldn't say mass-produced, but it is a supersonic jet airliner that's operated by British Airways and, Air France. Cool idea. The issue was, it was ahead of its time partially. You know, if they tried to build it now, it probably would. I bet it would work. It was so costly, and I know a big thing is they were limited. It was used on Paris and London to JFK, Washington Dulles, I think, and I don't remember where else. But the issue is a lot of places would not allow it to, crap, I think I built that too early. Maybe we built, it might just be close enough. A lot of people and places didn't want to allow the supersonic flight over their territory because of sonic booms and just how loud it was. It great plane, but pissed people off. If you weren't on it, it pretty much sucked. So that killed it. But right now, I think most flights, the times I've done New York to London, it's been about 6 hours, I think, and it did it in 4 hours, which isn't a huge improvement. But when you also think about back in the day, also they were probably a little bit longer because they didn't have something called, well, some aircraft did, but there's a thing called ETOPS, Extended Twin Engine Operation. Oh, crap. Canceling all of those. Which just pretty much means the aircraft have to, like, ETOPS 180, I think, is the minimum, which means twin engine aircraft have to be 180 minutes away from a diversionary airport. So now that there's ETOPS and they can be farther away from diversionary airports, time's reduced. What up, dude? Synthesis? Why can't I say your name, dude? I'm sorry about that. Aaron Porter, hi. First live stream. Yours awesome, dude. Thanks for stopping by. I hope everybody's having fun. Hope everybody's enjoying themselves. So we're just gonna do this. We're just gonna delete this, and we'll just copy the same gate design, because one thing I like, it's some nice uniformity, and I messed up again. Oh, I copied. LOL, guys, I copied the wall. Oops. I like things matching. So before I do this live stream, I actually went onto the community page. That's not going to work, but we'll put them over here. It'll be fine. And I looked for some inspiration, because one thing I've learned is I'm not the most creative person in the world. And that sucks sometimes, especially when it comes to creative stuff like airport building. Yeah, I tried to get some ideas, and there's some cool ideas. But this one guy did this really cool thing. There's an airline in the base game, it's called Swift, and what he did is he used the carpet to write Swift, and he wrote something, I can't remember exactly how it was, but it was some of the lines of looking at new ways to make money, trying to do a partnership with Swift. So I thought that's kind of funny, you know. He's not actually going to make money from it in-game, but it's cool. I like that type of stuff, kind of lore. Just say sigh, okay. I got you. And on mobile and oh, I feel like there's something on with tagging on mobile. I like it's work. I've had it work a couple times, but it never seems to want to be as like reliable as it is on computers. So we got some important emails. Golden opportunity, boys. Hold on, I need to. How can I read this? How can I read this? Why won't it let me read this? Okay. All I know is if we get some more golden opportunities, boys, it might be a prince from Nigeria, or my long lost cousin. Yo, my food 123. What up? Aw, thanks, dude. You know it. I don't know if any of y'all watch my flight sim videos. If you did, I hope y'all like that. If y'all really like this aviation content, let me know, because aviation's a big passion of mine. I love creating it. I promise next time if I do it, I'll make sure that the engines are not not super loud like they were on that. Although for some of the planes that is kind of realistic, but I hope you are liking it. And like I said, it really means a lot, as I am a college student right now, and so sometimes finding the motivation to want to sit down and record a video, it's hard to find that. So right now, and as I was saying, so it means a lot to me, you know, knowing that y'all are enjoying this as much as I am. So right now we're creating our taxiway patterns. So the runways operate in, we'll call this south to north operations. Oh, thanks, Deadbite. Which means we're pretty much going to have them taxi. This taxiway is going to go north to south. And we're just going to try and keep this running smoothly. So downside is, with the terminal over here, they're going to have to cross over here. The aircraft should have no reason to, they won't have to ever go up. We will put this here to make sure that aircraft don't go that way. Wait, did I do that backwards? Yes, I did. Okay. Actually, that might work better. So they come in here. Okay, yeah, that actually works out better. So the bottoms outwards, up, tops inwards. Yeah, that seems to, in my head, it makes sense. Now, so does statistics, and I've been running on speed 1 for a while. So does statistics, and my stats teacher, my stats professor, would beg to differ that it makes sense. So we'll see how this goes. Let's see. Now, the cool thing is we get access to, let's see if we've gotten access to this. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to spend a few minutes and we're going to get some, we're going to go ahead and hire people. We're going to hire some executives. So CFO, we're going to go hire the cheapest because money, money, money. We're going to hire the cheapest out of all these. HR director, 60, yes. Procurement, 21 an hour. I didn't hire her. In strategy, we're going 63 an hour. So let's take a look at our executive committee. Perfect. Now that should give us access to some new stuff. I'm going to call it for college for business management in hopes of actually working in the aviation industry when I get older. So that's why I usually tend to kind of, I have this ritual before I go to bed every night. And it's when I'm laying in bed, I usually look through aviation news. Yeah, aviation management unfortunately isn't offered, but business management will do pretty good, and I'd like to go eventually for my master's in aviation management, and hopefully someday make some big change. But I was actually thinking about this. I was talking with Raptor a while back that, you know, I really don't know, like if I get really big on YouTube, I don't know if I'd want to, you know, stop doing YouTube and do like pursue a career in aviation or do both. Honestly, that is a problem. I would love to have that, because that means I am doing successful in life. So, you know, having to pick between one job or the other, that's when you know you're doing good. Can't reach the designated job site. Oh, that's because they haven't. Oh, I know why. It's because we forgot crosswalks. Oh, that irks me on a... Oh, I'm gonna have to fix that. That is... Okay. I can't. I'm sorry, boys. I can't. That like is too painful for me. That oh wait, we don't need to delete this. We can cheat it out. And when I say cheat out, I'll show you why. When you place down doors in this game, they auto delete the walls there. Okay, there we go. Cause that was too painful. Your dad's a pilot. Cool. Is he a commercial pilot or private pilot? Or I guess he could be both. Or military pilot. Does he make big booms? I'm jealous, dude. That's ballin' that your dad's a pilot. That's awesome. Have you ever gotten a chance to fly with him? That would be cool. Okay. There we go. Oh, see, look, isn't that nice and beautiful, guys? Squared up. There we go. So now what we'll do is we'll go through and we'll place some nice trees. That lightning's gonna get annoying. So hedges. Now all this you're probably like, well, guys, or you're probably like, Pinto, there's not like this much vegetation in airports. Guys, that is where you're wrong. If you ever get a second, Google Jewel of Changi, Changi. There's a literal rainforest inside of an airport. Not literal, but there's always forest. Military pilot, that's awesome, dude. That's ballin'. That's really awesome. Guys, I keep... Okay, there we go. Nice and pretty. Everything's okay. This is always the boring part of the game, this little bit, but now we're gonna go back and revisit some of our contracts, see if we got anything better. So 63, what are we at now? We're at 74. And they've almost they're finishing off the stuff, and it's nighttime, which means we can do a quick fast forward job. And we got another golden opportunity. We're gonna check out that golden opportunity, boys. I want to see how I can make some money. Oh, another golden opportunity? Oh, you're sick, that dude? Oh, dude, I feel bad. I hope you get better. But bright side of being sick is you get out of school. So, hope you feel better. Just, kids, relax, keep your fluids up. And don't do what I did and think you're better, kiss your girlfriend, and then get her sick. Because trust me, if it's not good. It's not good. My funny story. I got mono last year. Well, so actually year before last. The October, not October. It's actually closer to November and December in 2019. And my girlfriend last summer, she came down with mono. And while they were 2 years apart almost in time, not 2 years, sorry, a year apart in timing. And she did not she would not let it go. She was convinced I gave her mono. So Navy, dude, that's awesome. That is really awesome. Okay. Come on, guys. As Raptor would say, hurry it up. I'm gonna do the Raptor clap. He's flying fighter jet. That's awesome. So does he operate off carriers? Because if that's the case, that's twice as awesome because I hate boats. And so the fact that he can take off and land on a boat is twice as impressive. Honestly, I'm just impressed that he can stand being on a boat. Okay, so while we're doing that, let's go ahead and get some other stuff going. We're gonna get a basic, that's a wrong, here we go. We're gonna get a parking lot set up. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna have it go here. So the cool thing they added a while back is you can do one-way roads. There we go. Okay, things are looking good now. We'll add in some sidewalks here and some sidewalks here. This gives them, and we'll give them a place to cross. Not as square as I'd like, but hey, you know, what are you gonna do? Now we need to make sure we go get some trees planted because we want to beautify this. Can I can't. Crap. Okay, well, let's do this. Let's delete that. We're gonna get some nice trees planted. I want to make it nice and pretty. We're gonna beautify it up, as my Chem 2 teacher used to say, Beautimus. You want to be a test pilot for experimental planes? That's awesome. Kind of dangerous, but dude, that's awesome, and go for it. I want to be a pilot, but realistically, you know, getting your pilot's license is expensive, and I can barely afford my $150 textbooks. So, you know, $6,000 private pilot training is a little out of the way. But dude, go for it, and don't let your dreams go. Somebody disliked, hey, guess what? They can dislike this all they want because all they did is give me free watch time. So thank you to whoever disliked this. You're amazing. It's probably somebody I butchered their name. Somebody whose name I butchered on a previous stream. But something I learned from Raptor a while back, likes, dislikes, doesn't matter, because one way or the other, you got some watch time from them, so. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know why I'm like filling in these tiny gaps. Like, okay. So we have the fence almost built. So it looks like about 2/3 of our guys are, actually about 1/3 are doing taxiways and 2/3 are doing this. So we got these parking lots, which allows us to actually charge. Now we could be nice and do free parking, but boys, we're not gonna do free parking. I want money. Yo, Fiverr, what up, dude? I had to answer, and hope you're doing good. Great King Boo. I had to answer pilot questions here in Canada just to get my drone license. It's strict here. Yeah, dude, drones are they're becoming an issue. I mean, drones effectively shut down London Gatwick, and I think maybe Heathrow for. I know Gatwick was shut down for I think 2 days. They're an issue, and it's, you know, it's not because of the people that are responsible and want to have fun. It's those people that are trying to use them for malicious reasons, which I think it's scummy. I get people protesting the environment. I'm all for trying to be more eco-friendly, but by disrupting people's plans, you know, people that are traveling for business, I don't think that's the best way to go about doing it. But I've always wanted to actually, I have a couple RC helicopters, but I'd love to get a drone. I think that'd be awesome. I live in a rural area, so to be able to like kind of just go around and see stuff from up above. My dream has always been get a drone and fly it around to kind of see what my town looks like from up above, and or to fly over it sometime in an airliner. So yeah, it's all about watch time. You're right, Scythe. What's up, Michael? Things are pretty good. I hope things are going good with you. Glad you're all liking the videos. I'm going to be honest. I can't guarantee I'm going to be able to keep up with daily uploads. I felt confident after the first week of college. I was like, actually, only first 3 days, I was like, I got this. You know, I can still do this. But I'm going to try. I had a bunch of recordings, and I was like, guys, I got plenty of recordings. I'm going to go double daily uploads sometimes. And I was like, okay, crap. I don't have time to play games. Crap. I was like, well, poop. But I got some cool stuff. I got some war game. I'm gonna be doing some more prepared 3D. I think y'all like that. And also these streams are going up. I'm gonna be doing some live streams with Raptor, and those will be going up as videos. I'm gonna try and, you know, live streams. I'm gonna try and do as like bonus videos on days. So they might be a second video. The thing that's annoying, and this is my issue, is I wish YouTube would have some sort of while I'm talking, I'm gonna go start naming these. We're gonna go. This is gonna be alpha @ gate. Yes, no, we're going alpha 2. This is gonna be our alpha gates. I wish YouTube had a like calendar, so like trying to figure out when I set a video to go live. It's really challenging sometimes, so I think we still should have plenty of videos to go daily for I think the next week and a half, and I think that'll give me enough time to get some more content going, because I you know, y'all are loving this, and I don't want to let y'all down. And honestly, I love this, but I'm starting to enjoy streaming. I love seeing all of y'all stop by. I love talking to you. I love hearing how y'all are doing in your life, and seeing what's going on from other people's perspective, because realistically, I have no life. I have no life, so I live my life through y'all. Yeah, and that's good, King, but they stay away from airports. Dead bike, my whole family are pilots. That is awesome. You know, the aviation industry, it's cool. I know some people that have parents that work in the aviation industry, and it's just a cool field. I love I think airplanes are so cool. Honestly, every time I get on a plane and I hear engines rev, man, I just get this big grin on my face. Except when it's on my flight coming home, because then I'm sad, because I'm like, I just want to stay flying. Thank you, Deadbite. I'll try. I love the fact I love waking up every morning. The first thing I do, and this might be a terrible habit, is I wake up, I text my girlfriend, then I look at my YouTube studio and to see how my videos are doing. And you know, sometimes I get really demoralized from taxiway path to runway. Oh, okay. So we just need. Oh, boys, we're ready. Ready to launch. So this is going to be the longest part. So we need to activate this. I'm going to activate this. And now we got to do connect. Okay. Good news. I turned it off, darn it. We're ready to go. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to turn on our flight planner, and because I'm lazy, we're going to turn this on to auto scheduler, and we're going to go always send away, because that. I actually might start vlogging. I'm planning on taking a couple trips this year. My ultimate goal this year is I would love to do a business class on Etihad. It's a little expensive, and if I do that, boys, I will be vlogging that. That's a goal. I would love to share some of my experiences with y'all, because I've had some pretty crazy experiences when traveling. Craziest one, which happened recently, is a guy on the subway threatened to stab me. A very, very intoxicated guy. And I'm 6'1". I'm 6'1", 180 pounds. I'm in decent shape. I wasn't worried. He was clearly intoxicated. But I was like, well, this is a first. I was like, well, okay. And of course, when I got home, I told my girlfriend, but I was like, I'm not telling her that on the trip. Yo, boys, I gotta take a quick phone call, but it'll be like 2 seconds, so I'll be right back. Sorry, boys, that was the parental unit. My mother, she's getting ready to fly down to Sao Paulo, Brazil. And so, don't know, it's just a tradition. We always call each other before we leave on trips. But yeah, dude, I would love to going back to it. I'd love to vlog some of my trips. But okay, so let me catch up with chat. Wow, dude, we have 11 people watching us, and I know it's not the most exciting, but trust me, boys, it's about to get really fun. We got some cool stuff going. We're gonna do a little management before our first flight lands. We're gonna do this. Now we're gonna try. So, I also play Sim Airport and Skyhaven, and something I enjoy in Skyhaven, or not Sky, I'm sorry, Sim Airport, is you can actually do lounges and stuff, and there are first class lounges, and so I like to make a first class terminal, which is actually kind of what Lufthansa have. They have an entire terminal dedicated to their first class passengers, which is crazy, and that's on my bucket list. It's a little far down the road, but so we might, if y'all like this, I mean, we have a lot of people watching. We'll definitely do a Sim Airport live stream sometime. But 6'5", I'm the oh, bruh, Deadbite, you could have a promising basketball career if you wanted, dude. 6'5", that's awesome though. You know, I have a couple friends that are that tall. I wouldn't even say freaking nature, bro. It's cool, dude. Being tall is awesome. I hate the thought of being short, because I love being tall because I can see over cars in traffic sometimes. The way my vehicle is, I can just usually see over most normal cars' heights, so I love it. It's awesome. As well as I can see over crowds. When I go to Japan, it's really fun. If you want to really feel out of place, Deadbite, go to Japan. Because I'm normally one of the tallest ones there, so things are interesting. So let's see. Wow. Oh crap! I forgot something. Boys, I did an oopsie again. I did an oopsie. Any more games to nuke Iran? Oh, if y'all want that, I got a few more possible games we can do. I got some cool games we could do if y'all really want. Okay, so we did miss that, unfortunately. So we need to get some large turnoffs going here. So it needs to go right there. Okay, I pray I did that at the right spot. But yeah, if that's something y'all want to see, like, trust me, I am down to do that more. Crap. Okay, we're gonna... I don't know why I didn't just do that at the start. Make a mark there, and, okay, that's gonna slow down operations. But no biggie. There we go. We'll place that there. Boom. Connect this here. And this will, really increase our, aircraft, aircraft exit time. I go to University of Tennessee, dude. Good old UT. Expect to grow 5 more inches, dude. That's crazy. Okay, man, this this looks so weird. We have this super thick boy exit. This is like tiny itty bitty taxiway. So gotta love airport CEO path. Oh wow, so they're using that as a takeoff. Okay. Not exact. I intended that to be. Actually, no, I did intend that to be a takeoff point. Okay, that's awesome. It looks like pathing seems to be pretty good. So here's where we start doing some stuff. But would be hard to be pilot because my dad has a hard time finding. He's 6'4". Yeah, I've heard that, but you never know, dude. You never know. I'd imagine they're probably. I wonder what the height, like how the height has changed, you know, in the past maybe decade. I wonder if like if the average height has increased or decreased. Because I imagine like a lot of my friends are taller than their parents. Like I'm taller than both my parents. So you feel like the Air Force /Navy would probably like take that into consideration. But there's also other things like the bombers. Like I'd imagine B-52s are probably a little easier to get into when you're 6 foot as opposed to a F-18 or I guess in the Air Force case, F-22, F-35. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and we're going to, let's get some airport services going. Let's get, what can we, what's some airport services? Fuel depot. We're going to go get a small avgas depot. And we'll get a small, actually we'll go for a medium jet A1 because we're gonna need that. We're gonna need as much jet A1 as we can. But this will get us going good. So it looks like our airport's running smoothly. Definitely, big thing we want to go for in the near future is a baggage system. Although I might reserve that till we get our first terminal. So here's the other thing that we have to figure out. How we want to do terminals. So we have these 2 runways, which are awesome. But how are we going to do underground connections? I think our best bet, if we're going to have to do it, we could do like terminals like this. Like maybe have it be like there, go there, and go here, like a U. I think, well, that's not as real. Oh, wait, hold on. Did I? Okay, it just, they look off for some reason. But that's okay. Whew, I was about to freak out. I'm sorry, this music, the change in music, what the heck? Okay, I think the U, while it's not realistic with what Heathrow is, we kind of have to deal with AI pathing being an issue. The other option is we could go something like maybe here, have wide body there, and have like piers come out here, you know, here, there, and there. Oh no! Here's what we're gonna do. I think our best bet is as I hit my mic, we're going to go with what I'll refer to as the LAX design. Your dad used to fly a stealth bomber. That's awesome, dude. You got some homework, Camden? Well, go do it. I'm actually skipping homework so I can do this stream. So don't be like me. Go be responsible. Thanks for stopping by, dude. And we might be here when you get done. So feel free to hop back. But until next time, you have a good one, dude. We're going to go with the LAX design, and here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to minimize my game for a second, and I'm going to pull up a picture of LAX and show you what I'm doing. We'll pull it off maps. So here's what we're going to do. Go turn this on. Here we go. So this is LAX. This is what it looks like. This is the international terminal. You have United, Alaska, I think American/Delta over here. Let's see if we can see. That is an American. So this is what we're gonna do. So with that in mind, here's what we're gonna do. That's runway. Oh my gosh, that's runway 1. That's runway 2. This is our current little terminal. We have the taxiway right there. So this beautiful thing we do. So, oh, dude, I'm really starting to hear that dead bite. I'm starting to hear that. The area is big enough for a W terminal. We could do that, Porter. We might do that. So here's what I'm thinking. We have that. We could do a terminal like this. So actually here, let's change the color. So this is the current terminal. This is the black will be runway and taxiway, and the green or the yellow will be the new terminal. Not yellow. We'll do blue. Connecting in the center. So we'll have a little underground part right there. Man, dude, I am such a great artist. We'll do that and that. We'll have taxiways there. Pretty much everything in here is going to be a taxiway. Do y'all like this? Do y'all think I should maybe make... This is a... Oh, thanks. No, dude, you don't spell bad at all. You have pretty good spelling. Especially considering some of my friends, they spell in text even on paper. So, no, your spelling is great, dude. I'll tell you something. As bad as you think you are, there's usually people that are worse. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but trust me, you're never as bad as you think you are. That's probably the better message. So let's go ahead and I'll do this. Heathrow Airport. So this is what London Heathrow actually looks like. So it's kind of along the same thing. It's like we're right here and we're just gonna have the terminals kind of be like that, and we'll have a long center. I think that's our best bet. So let's go ahead and get out of that. So let's see. We're running smoothly. Granted, we're only operating 5 gates. So I think our first expansion is going to be... Oh crap, I need to do this. I just left a giant hole in the gate. What the heck? What the heck was I thinking? Oh, boys. I can't wait till somebody like interviews me for a job and then they look at this. And why do you think you'd be great in the aviation industry? Well, sir, when I was younger, I built an airport in a video game. They're gonna look at this. They're gonna be like, you left a hole in a gate for like an hour. And that doesn't give us confidence. I'll be like, yes, sir, fair enough. Okay, so here we go. We're also going to do a terminal expansion today. Our next up is just going over. I'm not wanting to go too crazy. We just want to go over enough, and we're actually going to put a terminal in here. So this part of the term, we'll actually just do this because I realized something, boys. We don't have a bathroom. I forgot a bathroom, so that's what that little jet out is gonna be. So we're gonna plan a couple new gates. I think this should give us 4 new gates. Okay. We're not really backed up on anything right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh crap, we got 5, and it perfectly fits, boys. That's what I'm talking about. That is the crap I like to see. Oh gosh, that quote's gonna come back and bite me. We're gonna move this down here. We'll go ahead and add this as a... Oh, and it's snow. So we don't actually offer de-icing services yet. That's something we'll have to offer in the future once we get larger airliners. So boop, boop, boop. I like to boop as I place things down. I'm a booper. So once we have this built up, we'll demolish that wall. So here's the key. So guys, I'm cheat. Oh, no. This is going to annoy me. Why do you do this to me, game? Nope. Here we go. There we go. Only because I just like it. It's not a big deal, but it's kind of like when I have unlimited money, I can afford to fix small mistakes like that. We'll go ahead and have this go here. So we now have a secure area. We're also going to run this all the way over here. So we're currently not making a profit, which is why I want to do this in free play. Just I feel like it makes it just a little bit more fun when we can just have fun and use our imagination with the limit. Because, well, we don't have a money limit. We have a 2 runway limit, which is going to be very interesting once we grow. Even with 10 small things, it's going to be interesting. So, I'm cheap, boys. I'm cheap, if you haven't noticed. And we're gonna have one bathroom for everybody. But we'll have plenty of stalls for everybody. But there's no reason to build 2 separate bathrooms when you only need 1. I mean, come on. So, crap. I'll just do this. We'll go ahead and wall. Here we go. And let's get this because, yeah, we're all about to save money. Yes, this is my Christian. Well, everybody, I'd like to welcome you to my Christian Minecraft server. This is not my Christian. This is not a Christian Minecraft server, boys. Especially if I let Riley or Skin on here, this would not be a Christian Minecraft server. I mean, y'all will never know how much editing I had to do. Not really. I didn't have to do much editing. I just had to. There was probably a good 20-minute clip I had to delete because Colt went on a swearing rampage. I was just like, Colt, if I want to stay like monetized in the future, I would just have to like have the bleep button going for this entire episode. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and delete that and delete that. Not that. We'll delete it after y'all build that. Come on, boys. Chop, chop. It's not like we have an entire wing of a terminal waiting on you to get that one wall built. Okay, perfect. And now we have to take care of the most important part. We have to get some carpeting, boys. So we're going to clone that. Oh, crap. That's not a secure zone. There we go. They don't deserve a bathroom. Well, here's the thing. I'm pretty sure I can actually charge for a bathroom. I think there's a way I can charge for a bathroom, so they might not deserve it, but my wallet deserves for them to pay for their bathroom usage. Also, I need to keep their like happiness up because their happiness affects like future airline contracts. So it's not as ultimately, I'm not doing a bathroom for them. The bathroom's for me to make me more money in the long run. That's why they only get 1. Oh, I forgot the ever important 1 door. Okay, so the beauty with this is I love this game, but one thing that I don't love having to do is schedule aircraft. That's why my favorite addition is the fact they added an auto scheduler. That's the top 10, probably in the top 2 things that they ever have ever added. Guys, I can't speak today. This is bad. This is oof. This is what I get for. I decided to go and be healthy, and I went for a 1.5 mile run this morning. And yeah, that was a mistake. Oh crap! I keep turning it off. There we go. There we go. There we go. What's the issue? Missing? What do you mean missing a taxiway path? Oh, and there we go. So we just doubled the amount of gates we have that could be used. Perfect. And okay, here's the next thing we need to do. We need to get a vehicle depot. Now, all of this stuff is probably going to change. This is definitely going to change. This is not pretty enough. Yeah, they are cool planes. These are mostly, I think, Beechcraft 190D and Cessnas and de Havilland DH6. I think there's a Cessna 208. Yep. These are small. You know, we're only looking at, 13 people just between arriving, departing. So they're not money makers by any stretch of the imagination. But you got to start somewhere. So let's go ahead and procure. We're going to procure 3. Oh, I need to unlock some stuff. So Loan procurement. Let's see. We gotta unlock gas, boys. So we can actually, we can build it. In the real game, you would not be able to build without unlocking. But we're in sandbox mode, so yeah. No biggie, though. It's alright, had to respond. I love y'all guys, but the girlfriend, I have to respond to her text, or else it's not gonna be pretty. If y'all guys want more content, gotta respond to the girlfriend. So all these aircraft should use avgas. Hopefully, I pray, because I invested a lot in avgas. The other thing we're gonna offer is, let's see, how are we doing? Our runways aren't that maxed out. We're gonna get, if we still are doing good with this, we could add in some general aviation gates. A 5-mile run route, I don't know how you do that. That is, you have my respect if you do that. That is impressive. Okay, we need more passenger service agents to make sure. I'm very generous when it comes to employees. I'd rather have employees sitting around than a shortage. Especially when it comes to passenger service agents, because they work the gates and the check-in desks. So looks like things are running smoothly. Let's see. We actually need some more contracts. We have more gates than we can actually like more gates than aircraft. So okay, so a lot of these are very regional based aircraft. I mean, well, they do have a 37-800 A320. But I just noticed something. We go in here. Let's take a look at contractors. 178, 153. So they're offering us more than double the amount of contractors for half the price per contractor, boys. That is wow. That is great deal. So I didn't mean to click off of that. Let's go ahead and we're going to cancel our current contract. And 157 for 42. Okay. 69. 169? I just saw 169 somewhere. $178 for 388. I think we're gonna go for this. 169 for 34. That's really good. So that's a lot of contractors, which we don't need. So we're gonna go ahead and deploy 40. Keep them out here. And I'm trying to think how we want to do this. Because here's where the tricky part comes in, boys. We have to now. This taxiway is probably going to get demolished. We'll replace it with another one farther up here. But we need all this room for a mega terminal, a mega entrance terminal. But first, we also have to... We're going to start building the beginning part of our first terminal. So I just need to figure out how many wide across this is. So 137. If we do... So let's see. 25 on 137 minus 25 should be 112. So let me I'm pulling out the trusty phone calculator. So 137 minus 50 should be 87. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna go ahead and at the 26 mark. That should be 26. Oh, crap. 20. We're gonna pause for a second. Okay, so we're just gonna get some basic outlines. So for this, we're not gonna build the entire terminal today, or like at this one spot. I don't know if we might try and do it for. Would y'all want me to complete everything in this stream, or y'all want another stream of this too? Cause I'm really having fun. If y'all want me to try and do like 2 or 3 streams of this, let me know. Okay, so this should be 121, 85. Wait, let me take a look at my math. 85 plus 2 on either side. Yes, we are centered. Okay, so here's what we need to do. We need to delete these walls because those are kind of messed up. Let's unpause. So we're gonna get this built. This gives us plenty of room in the center to expand. Plan 1 is we're gonna get this built. So 87. Planning wise, let's see. If we do, these are large gates. We can do 1, 2. See, 1, 2. We could have it not completely centered. Let me pause one more second. This is the planning part. We can do mediums. Here, let's see how many mediums we can get. That's 4. Let's see. I could like draw it, but it's, so if we had this go the entire way up, we're gonna delete a lot of this because I don't want to get crazy ahead of building. We might leave part of this. I think that's good. So 2 large stands or 4 mediums. Okay, so we're gonna delete that, delete that. Okay, we're gonna unpause and ooh, some lag. There we go. Okay, so we have the basis for our new terminal building. This is gonna be Terminal 1. More live stream of this? Okay, definitely. We'll see how far we get. We'll see if viewership starts getting bored of things. We will we'll come back and finish this up another day. If y'all viewership stays strong, then we'll do this tonight. But I'm definitely down to do more challenges like this. This 2 runway challenge I like. Maybe we'll do a large jet only challenge or a small jet only challenge. There's a lot of possibilities, as well as we'll definitely try out Sim Airport and some Skyhaven. I love Skyhaven. I'm waiting on Skyhaven to do to get some more content because I made those first videos and there's nothing really new to it, unfortunately. But once there is, trust me, I've been looking forward to Skyhaven for over a year now. Okay. I swear, I looked down and I just like glanced at this. I was like, I thought that was a plane for a second. I was like, what the heck? It's like, I know I can mess things up, but I'm pretty sure I'm not that big of a mess up to have a plane that's supposed to be over here get onto the like regular like roads. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to... Here's the other thing I meant to check because I need to see. So, perfect. So, if we're going to extend the taxiway all the way out here. We're not going to do anything with it. We're just getting it built right this second. as well as we're going to go ahead and begin building our underground connection. And we're going to thicken up this little area of the terminal right here because we're going to need room for escalators. So here we go. Yeah, as you can see, our numbers are starting to... We're not running at as smooth as we were with only 5, but we're still running... I mean, we're really smooth. We're not having, we're having a few congestions, but that just happens because you have 2 runways and, 4 planes right apart. Of course, you're going to have, you're just going to have something stuck behind. Some basic math. I just want to see how this continues to go. And Yeetman9000, thanks for a subscription. That's weird that it did not pop up. I'm going to have to check into that. But I see your name's up at the top, but that's weird that didn't pop up. So, thank you, Yeetman. Oh, that's cool, dude. I don't hear many planes, which kind of sucks. I love hearing planes. So I respond to a quick text. Sorry. Like I said, guys, girlfriend. Gotta keep her happy. I kind of like her. She's kind of a keeper. So, we have this going on. So, I mean, as you can see, even with all of our builders, this takes time. It did pop up? Did I seriously... did I miss that? I am sorry, boys. It doesn't pop up on my screen. It pops up on OBS, which is on my side screen. So I'm sorry. I get like... This is one of those games that I really can get into sometimes. But I'd rather, I'd rather give somebody an extra shout out and... than, not. I'd rather make sure somebody's a little extra appreciated than underappreciated, because... Y'all subscribing and enjoying my content means the world to me. Yo, I just had an idea. Hold on. If we could even put... Let me pause for a second. We do this, and that still leaves Taxiway. Oh, we could do this. So something that's cool in some airports with regional gates is they'll kind of have it where you have to go out on the ground. Maybe we could see about that in the future. Let's get this first pier built. So, oh, I bet that's super loud, but that's awesome. I'd love seeing aircraft carrier in real life. That's one of the things I'm just like on my bucket list to see. Okay, so once we get this built, screw it. We've deployed a lot, so we'll deploy the rest. We'll get 69 more contractors out, giggity. Okay, we'll also get this built, concrete tiles. Actually, we'll just concrete tile all this to make it look a little better. Oh, we never did order our vehicles. Oh, we did. Oh, I know what I did. I never signed a fuel contract. We got too busy with construction. Let's see, fuel suppliers. 1.5. Yep, 105 and 24. Oh, no. There we go. 108 and... Yep. So now we'll get some fuel in here, and that'll fill up our fuel trucks. There we go. So let's see. That is fuel. Oh, fuel and go. I thought that was going to tell us what it was. So I'm guessing that's probably avgas, and that one's Jet A1. We'll probably have to... Oh, okay, maybe I should have gone for a bigger one. So thankfully, they're all filling up with that one guy's there. So he'll come refuel. Maybe I should have gone for medium. I just didn't think we'd go out fuel that hard or that fast. Well, hey, Deadbite, just keep your head up, dude. You know, you have no idea what the future holds. That's something I learned a long time ago. No matter how much you want, you don't always know. And sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes a bad thing. But just keep your head up, dude. Keep your chin up, and you never know what life has in store for you. So we have that. Let's see. Okay. So here's the next thing. We need to go ahead and we're gonna add approach lights. This way this can give us pair. That way we have night lights for these runways. Since we are running some night flights, even though it's not technically nighttime. I mean, it's nighttime, but it's not technically nighttime flights. So we need to make sure that's taken care of. And plus, at $10,000, it's a worthwhile investment. So that taxiway is gonna be probably what's gonna take the longest. The other part of this is we have to figure out. So what I think we're gonna do is we're probably gonna only have this be a one-story where you stairs and stairs to board, because that's gonna be the cheaper option instead of going straight to two-story terminal. And as things go on, we will do that. And I can't remember who said it at the beginning. They suggested that having medium/light gates operate out of the first floor, and then you have maybe like the large gates operate off the second, I think. Or it was used different floors for different gates, which is actually a really, really smart idea. And that might be what we end up doing. Because as soon as this gets built, we're going to start slopping some gates down. And we're going to get this nice and we're going to get working. We're going to, as the people I went to school with said, we're going to get her done. Okay, that's gonna annoy me. There you go. Okay. So this is kind of like a mix of both. We'll probably actually have to extend this out back here. This airport's pretty much, I feel like if you mixed Los Angeles and London Heathrow, I think it's pretty good description of how it is. So let's get these escalators. I think they only must be placed underneath the terminal. Okay. So these are going to be a little forward, but it's not the end of the world. Oh yeah, those are good. So that'll give us some good fast food transport. I would love to see some I'd love to see moving sidewalks added. I feel like that would be a very big plus for this game. Crap. Okay. Where are these? Okay, those aren't actually in that bad of a spot. Also need to make sure we carpet all of this. So as long as I've done stuff before where we've had like multiple terminals, like we'll have this and then you'll go underground. And I found that when you start having them go underground a lot, there's some pathing issues. So at least with this, this might be a smooth option, a smooth alternative. Or smoother, at least. So we're building things. We're knocking out that taxiway relatively quickly. We're probably not going to be replacing this terminal too fast, but what we most likely will do is these first 4 gates are probably going to get taken out. Or what we're going to actually... Here's what we're going to do. We're going to be taking out the seating, and these first 4 gates are going to... They're going to get shrunk. Here, we'll do this to try and replace the seating. Not the prettiest, but this way at least we've got to try and add in extra seating over here so that we can accommodate everybody. There we go. And so here's what we're going to do. We're going to expand the ticketing area over here. What is your favorite plane? That's hard. I love the 747. It's an awesome plane. It is so cool. It's it's the original double-decker aircraft. I guess from a passenger point of view, it's tied between the 747 just because of how awesome it is on the upper deck and the 787. It's cool. The windows, it has tinting windows. That's awesome. I don't know. Then there's also the 777-300ER. That's really cool because it has we're gonna set this like that. Hopefully that keeps units from doing stuff like crossing and going all the way like over here all the way over there, if that makes sense, and causing issues because just those are some powerful engines. But what's y'all's favorite airplane or favorite airport or both actually? I'd love to know, and tell me why. So I know there some airlines are retiring the 47. I know it's on its way out. I recently flew in not recently. I mean like 5 or 6 months ago. I think maybe it's longer than that. I flew on a Lufthansa 747 dash. Okay, that's not really working. 747-8. Which that was a awesome experience. I'll just go take that off. What we're gonna do is that was a really cool experience. I thought that was cool. But yeah, unfortunately the 747, it was a great aircraft. It was popular because it had range, and back in the day aircraft just they needed the range. And nowadays you have things like the 787 Dreamliner A350 ULR, and they have 2 engines, which so that's a big difference. And then you also have more fuel efficient engines, and so economically it makes sense. Now the 47 thankfully is going to be around for a while as a cargo because the thing about the 747 when it comes to cargo is I'm trying to remember exactly how the wording so I don't butcher it, but it's along the lines of when it comes to cargo, usually from what I understand, it's you run out of you either run out of space before you run out of maximum takeoff weight, or you run out of the issue is you run out of space in the aircraft before you start hitting the maximum takeoff weight. And so that with the 47 where you have so much room, as well as there's 2 versions of 747 freighters. There's the what's called the usually referred to as like a BCF, or BDSF. It's, yeah, BSF, or no, BCF or BDCF, I think. Which stands for Boeing Converted Freighter, where they take 747s that were passenger aircraft and they put a cargo hatch in the back and strengthen it. And the only difference between that and a regular freighter is, I mean, two differences. Is it served as a passenger plane first, but it also it doesn't have a nose. The nose doesn't open, which kind of sucks. But then you have the dedicated freighters. I'm not gonna put it there. That might cause issues. And so then you have the dedicated freighters, which have the opening nose, and that is, for a lot of freighter companies, that allows you to carry some large cargo. So it's still gonna be around for a while longer. That was a very long-winded way of saying it's not gonna be going anywhere for at least a little bit. Let's do this. Thankfully, it's a cool plane. A while back there were talks about the A380 freighter, but of course we know now A380 freighter is not going to happen at all. With them cutting, can't remember if they're getting ready to end production. They haven't ended production yet. Okay, so here's our next thing. We need to order. So this is going to be Bravo 1, Bravo 2, Bravo 3, Bravo 4, Bravo 5, Bravo 6, Bravo 7, and Bravo 8. Now we need to do a few things first. We need to go ahead and see where medium aircraft. We're going to go ahead and put an extra exit. Right there. And an extra exit right here. And this way we'll operate some medium aircraft. Now we need to get, yes, it is also, it's actually quite common presidential aircraft. Part of it is, I know why a lot of countries go with it, is first off, it's a big plane. It's, some countries, they just want the presence to be known, but also the space. It has unmatched space when it comes to like basic floor space, and so that gives you a lot of like really cool stuff. You love military names? Yeah. Tell me, little trivia question, Deadbite. What is the well, it is a 747. It has a military name. Can't think of the best way to phrase it. But do you know what the I guess military designation for Air Force One is? You know how like F-18's the F-18. But do you know what the what it is, or anybody else in chat? Well, piece of trivia. I hate when I do that. So we're going to same thing here. Let's get this going. There we go. So we want to have this be the entrance and this be the exit. This be the exit. This be the entrance. Okay. So we're gonna, I think we'll still stick with small gates. We don't really need the large gates. Oh, secure zone. That's kind of important. We also need to, we're gonna have to look into upgrading security too, because this could be an influx of new passengers. Wrong way. Need to make sure that this is all a secure zone. Oh, maybe that's what people have been using the bathroom. Oh, I forgot to open it. Oh, I placed in a bunch of urinals and not sinks. Oh, I'm okay, that explains it. We won't delete those. We'll just do this. There we go. We put some sinks in there. Boom. Everybody's happy. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. So the 747, which is used as personal transport, is the military designation is a VC-25A. VC, I don't know what it stands for, 25, or the A comes from, but yep, that is what it is. There we go, boys. And we've only had that bathroom for like 2 months now. Finally using it. Okay. Now that we have all that as a secure area, let's go ahead and put that there, and we're gonna go ahead and let's see, get some seating going. And we're just gonna do a quick copy and paste job. There we go. So this should, for most of these aircraft, this should provide enough seating. Ah, crap. Here, we're gonna go ahead and place everything else, and then we'll come back and fix it. Oh, that's annoying. I hate when I do stuff like that. We forgot to carpet the doors. Boys, that was almost bad. I almost did another oopsie. Another big oopsie. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and connect these guys to stands, but we need to go. We're gonna turn these guys off because we're not actually ready to have them operational yet. We still need to acquire some stuff and do some rearranging of our main terminal. So we're gonna call this terminal 2. So okay. There we go. Okay, so now that we have that taken care of, let's go ahead and get this done. Darn it. Oh, we need to make sure that this is no longer a secure zone. We also are going to do this. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to do that to increase our we're going to build 2 new security checkpoints. There we go. That'll be a nice little addition. So while this doesn't directly increase our check-in desks, it does increase our space. I don't think we're maxed out on we're not maxed on our check-in desk usage. We're gonna just kind of cheat it, and then we'll go back here and staff aren't gonna be allowed to use that. Nor will they We have this one we're gonna dedicate this one to staff only. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need some more employees. Staff, here we go. We need a lot more ramp agents, and we're gonna need customer service agents because we have that. Well, one thing I've learned with pets is, you know, whenever we lose them, it's sad, but you have to cherish the moments you have with them. Okay, so this setup is not pretty, but it's a temporary fix. Actually, here, can I just delete these? Guess that guy's gonna stay. We're also gonna do this. We're gonna delete those doors. We're gonna replace them with walls, and we're gonna expand put a couple new check-in desks right here. Try and get maximize our space. We'll also get, there we go, a couple more check-in desks right there. This opens at 8:20 for 1,320 flight. Let's see how we're doing with oh boys, we're maxed out. Wow. Wow. Well, boys, I know y'all aren't going to want to hear this, but that's where we're going to call it for tonight. Hour 43 minutes, but don't you worry. I think we'll be back tomorrow night. I know we might not be back with the airport CEO tomorrow night, but there will be a stream for sure tomorrow night unless something crazy goes wrong. I will probably be throwing this up as a video in the next few days. Thank you everybody for stopping by. And guys, remember, keep your heads up. You'll do great. A positive attitude is more important than well, almost more important than anything else. That's something I've learned through college. If you look at something through a negative point of view, things will always go negative. So until next time, boys, thank you for everybody stopping by. And until next time, as I actually do that, have a good one and goodbye.